Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back for episode 57 of our Solo World playthrough with no mods on update 11. So, yes, I did have a little bit of time that I played offline, and because this was so close to having the parts for it, and I didn't want it to finish while offline, I turned it off. Now we'll turn it back on and let it go the extra minute and... Oops, sorry, let me get rid of the title screen. Yeah, I had turned off the assembly line because I didn't want it to finish. It was just waiting on those last few couple parts that were just about finished. So I turned off the assembly line so that the steam truck would not finish while it was offline or off recording. So we're waiting on that to finish up, and then we will start something new on the assembly line. Most likely it is going to be the wooden elevator. So let's go ahead and queue up a wooden elevator because we were going to put that at the end of this ramp next to the building here. So we're going to need 4 cellulose fiber and 2 lubricant. And our lubricant, of course, is going to have to be made because we only have the one. Cellulose fiber, however, we have plenty of. So let's go ahead and make 4 raw bacon. And over here we would do 4 raw bacon. We'll do one of these. Move that in front. So once they're done, those will be made. That'll get us our tallow that we need, and then we will make a, oh well. Yeah, get rid of that one. That's not what we wanted. We wanted this. One of these. We really need to get some lights up in here so that we can see at night. But considering there is no mechanical lights. Alright, so we got our steam truck. Let's put that here. Wait, what? 25 kilos. Can't carry 25 kilos. We have to get rid of some stuff. Okay, so we need to go empty some stuff out. Let's go ahead and drop these in here. These fire chutes go in here. These plant fibers go here. Now we can carry it. Yeah, big old steam truck, able to fit inside a storage chest. Makes complete sense, but yet iron pipes cannot. Sheets of glass cannot. Some of the times, some of the items that are available to be able to be held are kind of strange. Alright, we need, what, 30 lumber? So we'll throw these up here. Alright, and then we need 4 gearboxes, portable steam engine. Alright, so let's drop our truck right here, and we are looking to have power. Power comes from any burnable fuel, which would be any logs, any hewn, any lumber, boards, charcoal, plant fiber, wood pulp. But since we have some charcoal, which we're going to go make some more, because we're going to want it for the ink once we get to it. Alright, so here, can this reach the wood? Does not look like it, but what we want is charcoal. We'd like to get the module started so we can cut this down from 7 to something else. Even if it was down to 5.25, it'd be a heck of a lot better for fuel. Because each wood, as a fuel source, is 4 joules, or 4,000 joules. A charcoal is 20,000, so we need it to get under 5 per to actually make charcoal worthwhile. So we might just stick some crushed coal in there, I think. Can we stick crushed coal? Should be able to. Yeah, crushed coal. Alright, let's find some crushed coal. Crushed coal. 10 crushed coal. Storage. Fuel supply. Here we go. Now we got power. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And we're rolling. And as I said, for storage wise, it holds 5,000 kilograms. I said 4 when I guessed, but I had a feeling I knew it was between 4 and 5. So this is 5,000 as compared to our large wagons, which are only 21. So it is basically 2.5 times these wagons that we can now carry at any one time. So let's take this stuff and throw it here, and we'll keep crushing. Alright, we need to decide what we're doing. Now we're going to get the elevator and put it across these two. This 2x3 area right here is where the elevator would go up and down. So we need to eventually remove this stockpile. Which honestly, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and bring the truck down. Move all of this. Are you kidding me? 1. Oh, it's not spaces. You fill this stuff up. Alright, so we got a little bit left down here to clean up. Get in the truck. have that. We can go here and go to storage, and we'll bring this all the way down here. And of course, we can't see that, so we need to do something. Here, we got shale. We'll go ahead and leave that. Shale, we have 50 that we can do. This, done all the copper. We've got 10 iron that we need to do something with. Need to move the bricks over to their own stockpile where they're supposed to be. We have no sand, we have no clay. That's doing sand. $26 available, which means it's only reading this. It's not reading any of that. Alright, so we're doing about 78 more out of there. So we could do another 100 over here. Just start grinding, turning it into sand, turning it, getting a whole bunch of mortar set up. We could actually get another chest over here and just have it set for nothing but mortar. We might want to move that chest. Yeah, that's something for later. Where's our lube? I made some more lube, I know I did. There we go. We want 2 on us. And then the other 2 put it over here, come back to this chest. I'll add it to here. So these get to go here. Let's go into there. They go into our... So we're only looking for a wooden elevator, or for our wooden elevator is the steam engine and the 4 gearboxes. So 4 gearboxes are made on the shaper. So we need 4 of these, but they are taking, yeah, perfect. So we'll need 4 lubricant, so we'll have to go make more lubricant. 16 gears and then bars. So 16 gears. And that's making the bars. And then we need a portable steam engine, which needs 12 more gears. 9 iron plates. Do we have any plates? Or if we did, we're already sucked them in. Then we'll worry about those, and then what we need there, we got 18 screws, so let's go ahead and do 5 crafts. And then we need 8 pistons. Alright, so for this, then we need 3 boilers. So 3 boilers means we need 12 copper plate. We need 45 iron plate, which means we need a ton of iron, and then 10 screws, which we already made 2 extra right there, so we need 2 more crafts. There we go. So everything's queued up, we just need a bunch of iron to make them, which means we have to go find more iron. So I guess it's time to pull this out of storage. What do we got? About just shy of 7. Alright, let's go see if we can find some iron. Of course, too hungry. I didn't think about the fact that I just queued those up without labor. Alright, back down to see if we can find ourselves some iron. Nope, not in that direction. Not in that direction. About down. Limestone. Why would there be limestone there? Shouldn't be limestone in the desert. Let's go down here. Of course, this is now up here. How many more we got? We got 1 more, 2 more. Nope. Damn. Alright, so there is some 2 levels down from where we're at. So this is at 54, so down at 42. Pick is almost broken as well, so we'll have to repair that. We seriously need to find iron. Okay, where are we right now? We're not even close to the river, so we're fine. There's some iron. And downside is that's also going to be, we're going to have to dig down, which means we're going to go into the floor that we don't want to. Come on. Give us too high. There's some too high. We got a new source of iron. And of course we broke this pick. So it's time to go back and repair everything. Oh, they're not red. They should be, but they're not. Alright, so here, let's go to repair. We have 10, which that's gonna repair with 2. And the iron drill. Alright, so we're gonna have to trying to think what I'm gonna have to do. I hate to have to dig that up and then put something else in there. But we're going to have to at some point. Alright. I don't know how much iron we're gonna need. We'll go until we fill up this stockpile of space. Come get it with a cart or with the truck once we empty it with all the granite. Should be just about full. Yep, that made it full. So let's see how much iron we're gonna need. So over here on this one we need 9 iron bars. plus 45, that's 54. We need 70 plus what we need in pipes. 72, 77, 99 or 89, 104, 103, no, 104. 104 plus 6 is 110. So we need at least 110 plus what we need for pipes. And pipes we need 14 more pipes. So we need 110 plus pipes are that, so we need 20 there. So what, we need about 120 iron. So for 120 iron, we need to do 20 cycles here, which means we need 22 concentrate, or we need to make 21. 21 concentrate. Let's just do 24. Which means we need 33 more crushed. And 33 more crushed. Well, 33 would mean we'd have to bring up about 400. Either way, we still got to bring up 400. So we need 10 stacks of iron. To make our wooden elevator. We'll take out a layer here in order to get have our truck be able to make it to this landing right here. Alright, so we need 4 more stacks. So let's go get our 4 more stacks of iron. go any farther because we'd drop off of that and then it'd be a pain in the butt to get back out. Alright, 4 stacks of iron. Go. It's 2. Two more stacks. There's our last stack. So now we have all of our iron ore that we need in order to make the iron bars just for the wooden elevator. So now we need to start putting calories and everything in order to start crushing and rocking and smelting and production of it. Put this on this slant, grab these, throw them in here, throw those in there. Alright, so first, our 35. Then we can come to here and put our calories in here. Then we can come to here and put our calories in here. So that makes our bars. The bars themselves, we will not put them there. We will put them in here. So that they will pop out in this storage chest. Over here, the shaper, we will wood products. We'll pull from there. You cannot go there. We need you to be able to see wood products, so you can pull from there. And you need to be able to see from wood products and pull from there. So now the iron will go to everything that is possible. Except for, of course, the anvil, which we need to put our calories in. Storage. You can, yep, there it is. Right there, wood products. we won't put them in there. There we go. Need to make another chest in order to have just for mortar. So let's grab tin wood. Let's make another storage chest. Get one that's purely for mortar. We need to make more lubricant. So we'll come in here. We'll make 4 more bacon. Make another lubricant. That was how much lube we needed, right? I think we needed more than that, but we'll check. If that's the case, then we have another bacon to make. We will have some food. Let's go check our gears and see how many lube we actually needed. See if we need to make some more of that. Gearboxes, we needed 4. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need 1 per. So that'll get it. Okay, so raw cooked bacon's being made. We'll get our tallow back. So we'll make our lubricant. Oh, I guess we got 2 tallow out of that, so collect a little extra tallow. Alright, where'd the lube go? Where did the lube go? In that storage. Alright, that's there. So, what we want is we want to find our bricks that we made. Where are those bricks we made? Right here. Those are going over to I want to move them there, but we're going to put them in with the glass. We got 238 more tiles. We can use the hammer. Aqueduct. There we go. Now we can just start digging that out. Put stick these back in, and we'll be all set to dig that, and it won't drop down too far. Put those back in. That actually might be enough brick in there to finish that other side. So what? Got the iron making. So everything inside this building will go. So the iron's making, so that these will go. We need copper over here. Well, everything there will go once we put labor in. Do we have? No, we're short. Alright, we'll make short 2 concentrate. So copper. Need to do at least 2. That'll get us a copper. So take the 11 that we have, throw them over in that one. No, that'll go there for now. We need to make sure that is not going in there anymore. Yeah, it shouldn't go in there. This has made our pipes, so let's go ahead and do this. That'll use up the 5 bars that are in there making nails. Okay, these get to go over into, well, they can be seen from there, but we want them over here. And then we'll have to collect more iron when we decide to start making the steam tractor, which would be our next target off of the assembly line. But we actually probably ought to make the electrical pump and more pipe so we can get our laboratory functioning. I'm gonna need more mortar. All right, that's waiting. Concentrate. That needs to go up there. Just go ahead and throw those up there. That's waiting on that, so this needs to not go here, but go back here. Haven't started crushing that yet because it's still working on that. Let's do that and start crushing the iron. trying to decide what I want to do. We're going to take this cart and get it out of the way. We're going to put it over here. So we clear this path for the truck to go through. We're going to... park this right here. So hopefully this can see it. It can... Please, please? Yes. So we're going to pull from here. This is going to be crushed granite. We have 54, 55, 56 crushes that we can do. Get rid of that granite that's in the truck. Decisions. Alright, I guess we're gonna go start, what we want to do is this gets here, go ahead and do these, then we will do this. Okay, that's there. Go ahead and put calories in that. We'll get our calories in all of this. Okay, that's got all its calories. That's got it. This has got it. The screws can go. Okay, those have got all their calories. That's got all that there. Alright, so everything in that room is going except for here. There. Now, everything has its calories. So, now we can go this direction. Start digging granite. Alright, so this is not reachable from that. Had an empty cart right here, so let's oh yeah, about an hour. All right. So we need to bring that up. Like that. know what? Let's pick this one up. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do. Fine. Be difficult. There we go. Need to make this 10 deep. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 4 more. And if we're checking it, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the corner. And then we can go 5 in this direction. That should be 4. And if we're unsure, this would be the sidewall, so this is where we want to go this direction. There we go. Now that we have our squared off area dug out, now we can just start digging all the interior. No, we didn't want to do that. Well, we do eventually, we just didn't want to do it just yet. So, let's clean these out. There, we have a spot to walk on. We'll pick them up later. We'll have to knock it out for the water wheels to fit in, but we want it to be able to walk on right here while we do all this digging out. Hungry. Okay, so this should be getting iron. It should be able to be seen. The copper, we haven't smelted the other copper because it's not there. What we want is to find this. It goes here. I'll have to move that over every so often. So move these back into here. Move that slag that direction, move that there. I'll have to get these out. That goes in that chest. This one goes in this chest. Yay, fall down. Minimum, we need to dig at least one more up. So that we're above that. But we'll see about digging everything. wagon up. Alright, so we have dirt again here, which is the riverbed. So it's the edge of the riverbed. So we won't be able to put a stockpile in that corner. However, we should be able to put one in this corner if we take out 2 more layers right here. But I have a feeling we won't really be able to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 59. Dirt. So obviously seeing this dirt right here. There we go. Should be able to stick a stockpile in that corner now. Once we clean this up. Grab these, we'll go take them somewhere. So we'll work on getting that cleaned up. Be something I do offline. So we got so much granite to burn through. We're going to go ahead. Ooh, that's right. Let's go get our chest. Where's our chest? Where's our chest? Where's our chest? Where's our chest? Where's the chest? Where's the chest? Right in front of us. Alright, so this one's here. So we can put one right there. So if we, let's just name that. So let's rename this tools. And then we will pull the hammers, the sickles, the other pickaxes, and those. We'll throw, I wanted to throw those in there, but which one? That one's that one. Okay, so here, this one. We'll throw this. Keep that in here. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Throw this one. Yeah, in here. There we go. Good, bad. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in here and throw this one in here. This will now become mortar. So for here, this one will see in the mortar. It will not put in there. Really, it doesn't need to see in there. It will not be putting in there. And it will not put in there. So anything that needs mortar. Mortar will go into this one. So you need to be able to see the mortar. You do not need to see that. You do not need to put them in there. And yeah, the bricks can go in there. So this needs to, does this need to see mortar? No, it does not. Does this need to see mortar? No, it does not. So, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Turn that off, turn that off. Doesn't need to see this. It'll put something in there if we need it. So this does not need the mortar. Does not need to see the tools. And yeah, we'll put in that one because that's going to be where the wet bricks go. So this one does need to be able to pull from there because that's where the wet bricks will go. So there we go. So now we can come over here and go Mason. This is going to use half of one, so if we do 400, and we're making more sand as we go, so this can go ahead and be queued up. This is all just to burn a bunch of granite. And we'll need the mortar if we decide to make roads too, so which is another way we can burn granite. I don't know if we're making any more sand right now. Let's go check. Nope. We're all done. So we have 350, so we could do 150 sand in this one. And we can do 150 sand in this one. Of course, we need to Get more calories. Told you, when I'm at base, I typically do not worry about carrying food on me because I'm close enough to the food source that it's a little inconvenient to run back and forth, but it's easy enough to do. Alright, so there's that. That one is making granite. That one's not doing anything. This one is crushing iron, and then it'll crush more sandstone. And we're rocking the crushed sandstone from here, and then the granite that's in here. Of course, that one's going in there. We changed it. Keep changing it depending on what we're rocking. So we need to either get to the screening machine. Really, that's what we need to do, is get to the screening machine. So we stop making wet tailings and make dry, which is a better ratio. And oh, I just lost my train of thought. Whatever. Yeah, I lost my train of thought and I can't even regain it. So that is a bunch of granite that we need to destroy. So how are we doing on our wood elevator? Our wood elevator is only waiting on the portable steam engine. And the portable steam engine is waiting on the 3 boilers. The 3 boilers are waiting on iron plates and screws. So they're waiting on iron. How? Oh, I know how I messed it up. Alright, so I need 20 more screws. Oh shit, that's axles. Well, we'll eventually use them. We'll get those done and then we'll pause it so that these don't make anymore. But the iron axles, they go in steam tractors, steam trucks, wooden transport ship, the medium fishing trawler. So like I said, it's not that we won't use them, because we're going to need it for, we're going to need 1 iron axle there. We're going to need where are they at in there? 1 there, so that's 2. The steam tractor is going to need 2, so that's 4 out of the 10 that we're, no, 5 that we're going to make. So we'll have 1 left over. So if anything, we'll have to make 1 more if we decide to make another steam truck. But we're gonna get our screws and then we'll turn this one off, turn this machine off. So we got 3 minutes. Did we miscalculate our iron plates or our iron? Either that or we just... the table can't see it, so we'll just move them all over here. So we have 2.5 minutes. But this is, after I pause this, this is where I'm gonna end this episode. I'll probably spend some time off record to burn this granite down that we have in the 2 stockpiles near our water wheel plant, so that I can clean them out and have the ability to dig up the rest of that and get it moved. So we can get the other power plant up after, or in the next episode. So once we have enough power to start with, we'll be all right. Then next episode we'll get that other power plant up. We'll figure out how we're going to get our water to our laboratory. And that way we can start, at least make one module up to like level 2, so we can start bouncing it table to table, making things. Thirty more seconds. I'm trying to remember if iron pipe is considered a T3 material. Probably is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and kill the power. It's turned off, so it's not going to produce anything there. That way all the iron can come over here. So we got 3 extra bars. And that's just waiting on 37. Okay, it's got 36 to go. 30 at the bottom, plus 6 more for the current one, so that's 36, yeah. So we got enough iron. Like I said, this is only waiting on our portable. Just waiting on those iron plates from over there. You know what? Man, if I didn't have that stuff queued up on there, I'd move it. I really want that over here, so the pipe's a lot closer. But this is just kind of a real bad spot for that. You know, I might also open this up like a little doorway, like pull these and then start digging this granite and then having it level. So it goes out like that, and then we can put flooring here so that iron pipe that we need for the lab. God damn it, get all the way over. I'll be glad when I have all this granite cleaned up to where it comes out from over there above the water wheels here, and then we can run it over this way somewhere, run the pipe up to a pump that's right above at the river. So it doesn't have, so we're not using as much. Because we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could go to about right here and increase the size of that room. Even if we only go 5 more deep. That's still a lot closer on that pipe. We'll be able to put the cement kiln over in here. I mean, it's going to produce pollution, but it's not like we're going to run it non-stop. We're going to probably only run it whenever we need some, you know, it would run when we decide to make cement for asphalt roads. But the blast furnace we want out there in the desert, so we need to dig up an area for that. This is going to require a tier 3 room. That's going to require a tier 3 room. That gets to sit outside. Those sit outside. That could sit below wherever, or outside the building where we'd have our blast furnace. Blast furnaces are 5 high. So basically 1 floor. We'll have to start planning that, figure out where we're going to put that. But that's our job, is to get rid of that granite and that granite while I'm off non-recording. It's a lot of labor and intensity going on. This stuff all needs to come down here. So we need to make more concentrate because... Nope, we made all our iron. Never mind. How did I miscalculate that so badly that we have that much concentrate left over? Or crushed left over. We got enough for, what, 14 more crafts? Yeah, got enough for 14 more crafts. I seriously miscalculated. At least we're in a positive instead of a negative miscalc. This has got that. You know what? I think that's over there now. Certainly not over here. Oh, that's that one. What is this one? Oh, we got more granite there. Alright, where's the truck? There's the steam truck. Start throwing more into here. We won't bring the sandstone up just yet. Can we see the truck from this one? No, we cannot. Darn. Alright, this one has 13 more crafts left, which is 144 out of the 668, which leaves 524. So 524 is... Oh, 200, no. 40. And then we'll go up to 520. Alright, we'll do 528. And we'll go ahead and queue 50 more. We know we have it. I don't know how we ended up with an odd granite. Alright, what? Oh, yeah, I said I was stopping after I turned the screws. Alright, now I will end this episode because, one, I am starting to get hungry myself. So I'm going to probably... I haven't had my lunch yet. So enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be. We will come back for the next episode when we have that all this granite ground up, so we have 2 empty stockpiles. Maybe have a crap ton of roads built. And who knows what else I'll have done. But I'm going to be looking at getting that other water wheel set up next time, maybe getting the water to the laboratory set up, and then we'll figure out from there. Maybe do some research pages on the laboratory. But I will see everyone next time.